Hello. Oh no, it's so bad. Uh, I'll probably take this off before we start for real. Hello, people. It is 10 a.m. I am here awaiting my mother, who I texted at about 9:30. So we are back to our normal schedule of me being on time and her being who knows where. Hello, Ronald. Just warning people today, I have a hard out at 11 because my roommate got scheduled to go into work at noon for some reason. Hopefully, this won't be a super common thing, um, but we will see. So, I have a hard out at 11 today, so we're going to have to try to have not so many sidebars. But we'll see, because as my mother would say, we could talk for England. I'm going to open my coffee. I've got a can over here that I am praying will not explode upon me. It says, I hate when you have a can that says shake well and then you shake it well and then it explodes. Because I've had that happen multiple times. I'm like, so you didn't want me to shake well? Or shake moderately? Because I've had that happen, one with this specific can before, but this is very good. This is Cinnamon Toast Crunch iced coffee. Um, hubby bought a box because I was going out to get iced coffee every day because we didn't have any coffee left in the house. Oh, thank you. It's actually a head wrap. This is the do rag. Using all-in-one grannies to make a bag. Nice. I was thinking about doing that because I had to move all of my squares out of. I had my squares all in a wafer box, but I had to use the wafer box for something else that you will see later. Oh gosh, I'm creating disaster. I had to use the wafer box for something else, and so I had to take out my granny squares out, and I forgot that I had like 5, 8 granny squares in there. I'm like, let me do something with that. I'm thinking, what kind of bag are you making? Because I was thinking about making. They've been calling them cross-body bags, but they are absolutely fanny bags or bum bags. If you're in international parts of the world, so I was thinking about making one of those because you only need like four because you need two for the middle and then two for the sides that you fold in half to make triangles and you sew it all together. Um, I was actually looking at zippers the other day. Yeah, you know the one I'm talking about. Yeah, everybody's been calling them crossbody bags, and I'm like, when did we get a rebrand? I was not made aware. So I was going to do some of those because they take less squares, which means less sewing. Doing one that uses 13 bags. Oh, Passionate Kelsey. Yes, I know exactly the one you're talking about then. Yes. Yeah, that one also looks cute. I just don't know if I want to sew that many squares together. I don't know if I want to sew that many squares together and not have a finished product after 4. Because I hate sewing literally so much. But, well, I hate sewing by hand. Yeah, it's dumb. um, it's kind of like put 5 squares in an X shape and then add one on each side. Yes. Yes, it's the worst. It is absolutely the worst. I see a lot of people. Oh, slip stitch method. Okay, yeah. I've tried the slip stitch method, but it doesn't like get as flat as I like, and so I end up doing a mattress stitch between everything, which gets it very flat. It's just I hate it. I hate doing it. I hate hand sewing anyway. I've been trying to work up the energy to when I have my screen off. You can see I've got like a desk back there, and I'm trying to get that desk cleared off. One, so I can have all my cute little tchotchkes right there. But two, I'm going to. That's where I'm going to put my sewing machine. I think I'm going to rearrange my room and move that desk out by the window over here. But that's where I'm going to put my sewing machine because I want to sew just some little stuff. Like I've seen some patterns for some cute like makeup bags and cute little things like that. I'll post photos of stuff, but I'm pleased with it since it's a bag and not a wearable. Sure, I'd love to see photos. Absolutely. I forget which colorway did you get because I'm curious to see. Because the ones that I've seen recently are the colorway that I have, which is the like black and green. And then I was literally just watching. I meant to send this to my mom yesterday, who should be here shortly. I meant to send this to my mom yesterday, but I watched. She's the like goth crocheter, and I can't alt knots. Oh my goodness, it's me a minute. I was watching alt knots because she just went to a festival in Charlotte, and so because she's from like Minnesota, I don't know. She's from somewhere not here. Earring cream, it's all beige and white and cream. Okay, but I just watched a video, and then we will do the Instagram and all that. But I just watched a video of alt knots. She came to Charlotte, and she got some yarn from a local Charlotte shop, but she also used her Granny Square all-in-one. She has the like black, white, and gray one. But she used her Granny Square all-in-one to make a bucket hat, and she just went like all the way around, and it looked pretty good. Like the stripes lined up fairly well. Hello, Mama. How are you doing on this fine day?
Hello, Dani. I'm just fine. How are you?
I am very tired. I did not sleep super well today.
Good morning,
right.
Ronald.
Are we ready to go live on Instagram? I have it loaded up. Oh, did you play games with people yesterday?
Yes, I did. Yes, we did play
Nice.
games yesterday. I even got on the microphone and talked to strange men.
Gasp.
Les gasp.
What was the first game?
Since you got a hard
what game
out,
did y'all ever win, Ronald? Okay, yeah. And then we will circle back around. We'll talk about it in life updates. Okay, so let's switch to music. I relabeled the music, so hopefully you'll be able to find the stream music from now on.
I don't have trouble finding it. Let's get started.
But clearly. Okay. Ooh, why does it say that I'm having Wi-Fi issues today? Let me close everything else in the background. What's going on? Okay. So we are going live on Instagram in 3, 2, click.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Wednesday Coffee Klatsch.
You almost said it.
First presenter, Dani, the wilting woman. And this is my partner in crime, also the fruit of my loins, my wee babe, my wee bairn.
Sure.
My wee bairn, Artemis, the fatigued.
As usual.
If you have never been here before, we talk about everything and nothing as it comes to our minds. We talk about yarn and crafts first because that's what our subscribers subscribed for. But we are also talk about life, the universe, and everything. We are your audible ambiance. We are your background sound. We are here to keep you company while you do the laundry, while you sit in the chair at the dentist waiting for them to put in your crown, while you lay wide awake in bed wondering if you ever want to go back to the 21st century because you have fallen in love with a man in the Regency and he has your heart. But can you really do without indoor plumbing?
No.
While you're pondering all these things, we will keep you company.
We don't need any pondering.
To start off with, I've got a strong cup of cold brew with blueberry cobbler creamer. I didn't put the extra water like you're supposed to in the concentrate. I just dumped a whole bunch of it in there and put some creamer on top and said, let's go. Ooh. Along with
I don't have any snacks today.
Peach yogurt and a banana because I got to keep my belly from hurting. Go ahead.
I've got
Cinnamon Toast Crunch iced coffee. Oh my goodness, where'd you get that from?
Wayne ordered it. I need to remember which store he ordered it from because this is very good. I've been getting because the party store that I work to is right next to a Five Below. And so at the Five Below, I've been getting the Twix iced coffee because I have a Twix one because Twix is my favorite candy bar. I've been getting Twix iced
I have
coffee,
never heard of any of these
Wango.
iced coffees. What brand is this?
They're so good. It's it says made with Victor Allen's. I don't know if that is, I don't know. Yeah, iced coffee by Victor Allen's. So I don't know what Victor Allen's is, but
Well, I'll have to look that up. I'll have to
it's
look that
very
up.
good. This one and the Twix ones are very good. I also am chugging some orange juice straight out of the carton as I do.
Mm-hmm. And as we mentioned, normally we are a 2-hour ramble, but today we are a 1-hour ramble because Artemis has to go do some adulting, so she has a hard out at 11.
Yep.
So do we want to
have
dive straight into our yarny thoughts?
Sure. Do you have things to show?
I have nothing to show other than for kindergarten coloring time, I have one picture. Well, I have yarn. I guess it's something yarn related, so I can show it instead of saving it for life updates. As we know, this Sunday was Mother's Day. So my son got me some yarn related Mother's Day gifts.
Oh, nice.
Got me.
I'm gonna put you up on the big screen. How do I big invite you? How do I?
He got me these cute stitch markers that are shaped like kitties.
How do I embiggenify? There we go.
You already had me embiggened.
Well, I had pulled myself out so no one could hear me. They're very cute.
Aren't they cute? Yes.
Are they just like lobster clasps?
Yes. I guess that's what you call a lobster clasp.
Yeah.
Is that a lobster clasp?
That is a lobster clasp.
Okay.
It looks like a lobster claw.
And he also...
I've been thinking about making stitch markers like those.
He also got me some a little kit that had some tensioning rings in it. This is a different style of tensioning ring than what I had before.
Do those fit you better than the other ones?
Oh yeah, these fit much better. But I still dropped stitches yesterday. I have decided, see, this fits all the way down on my finger.
Yeah.
But I have decided that I'm going to save these for crochet because this knitting project, I was like getting in the groove. And then I thought, well, maybe I should try using these rings. Because you know my thing about I want to try to use the things that people buy me. Mm-hmm. And I kept trying and I keep dropping stitches. I had to pull up stitches again yesterday. So... no, those are not, they're not heavy at all. And I've got them in my project right now because they're just the type, I use them in my knitting, I use them on the... on
the needle between stitches to keep track?
Yeah, I use them on the needle between stitches. So like I needed to count out the first 5 pairs here. Mm-hmm. And so then I just put it on the needle so I can remember that this is the first 5 pairs. So, yeah.
They're so cute.
They look very cute. And this is the kind of thing, because, you know, in this house, we use bobby pins for stitch markers.
Oh, absolutely. Every single time.
So, you know, I don't buy stitch markers. I've bought stitch markers a couple times. But like the super cheap, like literally you get 100 for $1.50 thrown in with crochet hooks and other things when you're buying them from Amazon.
Yep.
And I bought some of these, this style of I have some of these that are colorful, but
I also have some. Are those sharp ones or are those blunted ones?
These are, I don't know if they're blunted or not. Let me take a look. No,
the ones that
these are still kind of sharp. But these are like longer than the ones I bought. I don't know if I can. I'm trying to do the YouTuber thing. That doesn't work. But you see what I'm saying.
Yeah, they look longer than the ones that I have.
They're longer than the ones that I bought. These are the ones that your brother bought me. Mm-hmm. But I don't mind these. Even though I don't like the ones I bought, I don't mind these because what he bought to go with them are these cute little
little honey
beehives.
So cute.
On the end of them. And
Oh
there
my
are
goodness.
also little. Let me put one on a thing so that you can see it, because it's hard to see it if I don't have it on a thing. But he also bought little bees. I have little beehives and little bees.
So cute.
Okay, here we go. So I can use those just like I use the little kitties. But these are the little bees.
Oh, they're so cute.
Aren't they adorable?
Right? I love it.
They are so cute. With the little crystals in the wings. They are adorable. So, yes, I'll be... But like I was saying, we use cheapest chips, bobby pins, or the little cheap plastic ones that look like...
I keep losing all of my cute plastic ones, and so I keep going back to bobby pins.
Plastic ones.
Yeah.
I love these. I need to get another bag of these. But because these disappear.
Yes.
And I think that's part of the reason why I have never bought good ones like this, because they disappear all the time. But now I have a nice little box to put them in, and I have another box that some sample tea bags came in. Celestial Seasons things had put out a new tea, and so they were giving out samples, and it was like a little box. It's almost like an Altoids box. So I've started putting my little cheap stitch markers in those whenever they surface back up between the couch cushions or wherever. So yeah, that's my yarn related stuff that I got.
And you said you had a coloring page?
Oh, you want to see that now? I thought we were going to do more yarn, but I'll show you my coloring page. I only did one.
Well, you can show your coloring page, and then we can embiggen me, and you can eat your yogurt.
Yes, that's true. Since we're talking about Mother's Day, your sister got me an SD card to go with the Switch.
Nice. So you can download more games.
Because the SD card the thing is, she had bought it for my birthday, and then right before my birthday, I stole an SD card from your father. And so she was like, oh, well, she's got an SD card. I'll just put this away just in case I need it for something. But then my SD card, for some reason, I've used it once, and now it's corrupted. Oh. Every time I try to pull a game back up, it says, oh, that file is corrupted. Wow. So she went in her room we were trying to pull up things on Mother's Day, and then she went in her room and dug that out and said, Happy Mother's Day.
She said, I was prepared.
But I think, did I show this picture? I don't think I showed this picture. Maybe I did.
Oh, you didn't show it colored. Oh, it looks so nice. I like the balloons.
Yep.
I like how they did the little shine in the balloons. It's nice.
Yeah, this style of art, there's only like 2 pictures with this kind of art in this book, but it's nice. So I might try to find the full book and get, because I like that style of pictures. I'm running out of pictures in this book, so I'm going to have to
get a new one soon.
Yeah, I'm going to have to get a new one soon because I'm running out of pictures in this one. So, and I got another one that I halfway started, but I'm not finished with it yet. So I'll just show that one next week.
Okay.
So that's
Anything
me.
Else?
That's me, because I haven't made much progress. Like I said, I've been working on my knitting, and I'm just up to the point where I have to start the chart. So I'm just about done with the bottom border, and as soon as I finish this row, then it's time to start the chart. So things will slow down even more because I'll have to concentrate.
Be counting all the
Yeah.
So I am knitting last night during games. Nice. Yeah, I definitely want to talk about these games once we get.
You weren't supposed to hear all that, Ronald.
Ooh. I'm just taking off my background.
While you're pulling that up, I was trying to jump in because he was trying to explain the game, and I was trying to jump in with the things that he was leaving out, but I couldn't get my headphone to work. Oh, so cute.
Yeah, these are the booty mushrooms.
So cute. The booty fidget mushrooms. I didn't realize you're still making more of those. I thought you were doing
yeah, I
focusing on keychains.
No, I did the keychains for a while because they were easy to kind of knock out, and I just really keep putting off making the proper plushies just because it is just so hard on my arm and wrist and everything. But I only have like a handful of plushies, and I've got a big Faye Nectar market this Saturday, so I needed to work on them. So I have those, and then I have some bees.
It seems like you're doing better on the wings. Are you doing something different with the wings?
I'm really not. It just depends on how I get them sewed on. Because like on these guys, I got them kind of where I like them to be. On this one, I just started it way too close to the middle. So they're like so super close together. So I hate sewing things because it feels so inconsistent. With crocheting, I'm like, okay, I go into this stitch right here and it will always be this stitch right here. With sewing, it's like, just feel it in your heart.
Well, sewing isn't usually like that, but like if you were sewing clothing, it's not usually like that. But I see what you're saying. You have, when it comes to adding wings on and stuff like that, the crochet patterns don't give you much instruction other than, place them where you think they look good.
And even when they do, it still feels like it doesn't line up super evenly. Like it just, I don't know. So I did that, and then I've got a bucket of keychains.
Yay. I hope those sell well for you.
Me too, because I made a ton of them, and they're fun to make because they're very, they're just small and quick. So first one sitting on top, I've got a pickle.
Oh, cute.
And these, I have lobster clasps on my keychains as well.
Oh, okay.
But I've got a pickle. I've got two little squid guys.
Cute. See, I still have a squishy Teletubby attached to my keychain from many years ago. So I imagine, and it makes it much easier to find my keys
in your bag.
purse.
Yeah.
So that is a selling point. When you have a big squishy thing, it's much easier to find your keys.
I love my little dead fish. They're so cute. I don't know why I love them so much. Oh, and here's another one. Another dead fish. And then I did the dead fish in cute kawaii colors too. So I've got these like pastel rainbowy dead fish. I don't know why it's so cute, but I love it. I have one.
It's quirky.
Yes. I have one lemon wedge.
Oh, I like the lemon wedge.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna make a couple more just smaller because I was following a pattern to see like how many rounds they did of each thing because it's literally just a like circle that you do the center in white and then yellow and then white and then yellow again and then you fold it in
you
half.
Can use that same thing and make an orange.
Exactly, or a watermelon. And so I'm gonna do it again though, but probably like drop a row from the center yellow section to make it a little bit smaller because this is just a little large to be on it. In my opinion, this is a little large. No,
because that's the size of my Teletubby.
Okay, so I might make somewhere like this,
something big and squishy. When you're trying to dig down in your purse, it makes it really easy to find your keys.
Okay. I might do that then. I was also thinking, since it is just like a thing folded in half, I was thinking maybe
I'll get discard saw.
I saw that. The dead fish, yeah.
That's funny.
I was also thinking about getting a zipper or like just a snap and turning this into like a little coin purse.
The coin purse, yeah.
So we'll see if I can
a quarter holder for all these.
Exactly. I'll see if I can make that happen. I've got a cute little strawberry, which is also large. Like it is. It turned. I was following another pattern, and it turned out so large. But
that size is good, not just for keychains, but like if you're
like a backpack, or
if you're attaching to a backpack or something like that, the big ones look nice.
Yeah, because the fish are also like large, but they're like there's like no substance here. It is like all of it's here, whereas this is like all substance, and so I was a little concerned. But if you're saying that they're good, then we'll go with them. Let's see. I've got a bunch of butterflies that I'm pretty happy with, actually. So we've got
cute.
This is in the pastel yarn. This is in the pastel yarn. All the antennae are like squished because they've been rolling around in that box. And then I made some with the rainbow yarn.
Oh, I like those. With the rainbow yarn, I really like them.
And then I had some leftover, I don't know what, I can't remember which yarn this is. It's this yarn here. I do not remember which yarn this is, but it's got like some sparkle in it. And it's like, I used it to make one of my witch hats. And so I had some leftover scraps. So I made some butterflies out of that as well. And it's got like a shimmer to it.
The box is the test for their next home, a massive purse.
Right, true. And they've been holding up in the box. So, but it's got like a little bit of shimmer to it. It looks like it's got glitter on it. So that one, and then I made one more with that yarn. This kind of shows off the pink that was in that yarn.
Oh, nice.
Right?
Nice.
And then, I have one more butterfly. This was, I made this one before I switched to making the antenna and body in black. So this is another butterfly that's just all blue, which I think is cute.
But that's nice too with that glitter in it.
Yeah. So I might make another one because I've got a good chunk of this yarn left. So I might make another one with this yarn, but make the body black because I like the body to stand out a bit more, the body and the antenna.
That color in particular looks like it would be pretty for a variety of accessory type things like hair scrunchies. Or I thought about this the other day while I was watching crochet videos. Do you make chokers?
I don't, because I'm trying to figure out a good way to make like a clasp. Because I personally don't like chokers that like have a ribbon or anything in the back. So I've been trying to. I need to get like a ribbon clamp so that I can clamp onto the ends and then just have like a lobster clasp in the back. Is what I would like to do. But also chokers are like small, so I would need to be using fingering weight yarn. Who does that?
I don't think I'll have to look at that video again because it didn't look like she was using fingering weight. But
okay, yeah. If you find a good one, send it to me. And then I made some of these. I am so happy with how these turned out. These are super cute. I need to make some more of these. Look at these.
Oh yes, those look good.
I'm so happy with how they turned out.
Those look good. Yeah.
So I've got 4 of these guys.
I hope those do really well for you because those, it feels like those hit the sweet spot of you can make them quickly. They're a useful item because as much as I love beads and all that other kind of stuff, you know me, I'm a practical gal. I like things that have a use, like a dishcloth or something like that. Which, by the way, did I tell you when I went over to Aunt Terry's a couple weeks ago? She went in her drawer to pull out some stuff while she was cleaning the kitchen. She still has some dishcloths that I made so long ago that I didn't remember making them. And I asked her, "Where'd you get those from?" And she said,
"Where'd you get them from?" Wild.
Because she goes to like flea markets and hippie fairs and stuff like that. So I thought she loves herself a handmade dishcloth. She uses them until they fall apart.
Speaking of the dishcloths, I'm gonna show off. I made these little potion bottles real quick, and then I actually wanted to talk about dishcloths, but I made these cute little potion bottles, and I made 2 in that blue that you like. These are all.
Oh, that blue looks really nice,
right?
It looks really potiony.
Yeah, and they're not filled. So the pattern that I looked at, they're made to be flat.
Uh-huh.
And so you can and which I feel like they still look very cute when they're flat like that. Like they're
Uh-huh.
still pretty recognizable as a potion, but you can like pop them up because I crocheted them so like kind of tight together. You can kind of
Mm-hmm.
pop them up a little bit so that they look round, but if they're going into your purse, then they'll like squish
Mm-hmm.
down.
Yeah. That is so cute.
Right?
That
So
is
that
so
is
cute.
all of my keychains. I did the math cuz like I want to say all but maybe one thing. They only take me about 30 minutes to make a piece. And so
Mm-hmm.
I'm pricing them at $5.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and so when I did the math, I've got about $100 worth of keychains here. 100, maybe $110 worth of
Mm-hmm.
keychains here. I can't remember if I made more after I counted. So if they all sell this weekend, that's $100 in the box.
But yeah, they hit that sweet spot of you can make them quick and they're not hard to do. And they're a thing that people can see themselves using. And you can price them at a point where people won't say, "Oh, I really like that, but it's kind of expensive." You know,
Yeah.
$5 is like, "Oh, that's really cute, and it's only $5." That's an impulse purchase. You know, you can just go ahead and pick that up. Or they look at everything on your table and go, "Oh, I like all of your work, but I can at least afford the keychain."
Yes, Ronald, I'm paying myself $10 an hour. I do more than that for the stuffies. So like this takes me about an hour, and these I charge 15 for. So it's the small stuff. I drop the price
And
a little
that's
bit.
not really counting how much you pay for materials, but
It's not. It's not. I just eat the cost of materials. But I raise the price as the things get bigger. So like with these, I am charging $15, and they take me about an hour. For the dragon that I showed last week, that took me, I want to say, 4 hours, and I'm charging 120 for it. So I as the things get bigger, I kind of raise the price a bit. But I like to have a $5 thing on the table, because even though it's only charging me $10 an hour, usually those things go very fast, and so yeah. But speaking of dishcloths, I was just watching a video. I meant to send it to you, but I was just watching a video of a girl who is doing essentially, she called it like color by numbers, but crocheting. So like crochet by numbers, where she like had a picture. She kind of sketched it out like on a paper, and then used a fabric marker, and she crocheted a flat like panel, and then sketched it out on the panel, and then used surface crochet to put the picture onto the thing to make a wall hanging, which is very cool. And so I was thinking, because I love the naughty dishcloths, the dirty dishcloths. I love them, but they take so long. Like the bobbles, trying to keep count of the bobbles and everything takes so long. Or if I'm doing like color trailing, it takes so long. And so I was thinking I could just make a bunch of like flat cotton squares and then surface crochet the bad words onto them, which would be a lot faster. And I feel like it would get the same audience. Whatever. So I was thinking about doing that. I was literally you speaking of dishcloths reminded me that I was going to talk about that.
That sounds like something worth trying. And when you think of it, send me the video.
Yeah, I will probably do that a little bit later today. I do still have market today, so it'll be later today.
What markets do you have today?
Today I have the Weaverville Tailgate Market, the one that historically has not done super well for me, but they just posted me on their Instagram 2 days ago. Like they did, remember earlier in the season, I sent you a write-up that I made of myself so that you could proofread it for me.
Yeah.
So they posted my little like write-up on their Instagram post. It's like, come see her. She's going to be here every week and blah, blah, blah. So they just did that this week. So I'm like, I am going to be there and we'll see how well it goes. There's a lady who had come like 2 weeks ago and is like, oh my goodness, someone gifted me a bunch of yarn and I'm not going to use all of it. And so would you like if I bagged up the ones that I know I'm not going to use and bring them to you? And I'm like, sure, absolutely. I am never going to turn down yarn because that means that I don't have to keep going to the yarn store to buy more.
So hopefully it's something that's usable, because I, early on, I mean, like when you were a baby, I fell into the online knitting communities, and whenever somebody had grab bags or giveaways or whatever, I'm like, yes, I'll take that, because I had no yarn stores near me, and the only place you could get yarn was maybe at Walmart.
Mm-hmm.
And this was before knitting and crochet resurfaced as a big thing. So it was kind of hard to get yarn. And so I would just take whatever yarn people would give me. And I still have some of that yarn in boxes around here.
I do too. I'm trying to be less precious
30
with
years, and it was 30-year-old yarn when they gave it to me. I mean, it's probably rotted at this point.
Ooh, the yarn does that? I mean, wool would probably do that though.
I saw somebody saying something about yarn rot, and I'm like, this yarn looks fine, but maybe if I pulled on it too hard, it might fall apart. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to be less precious with the yarn that people give me, because like I've still got in the closet there, I've got a garbage bag of yarn that our old neighbor from the house that we lived at before this, his wife was a big like knitter and crocheter, and then she passed away. And
yeah, I meant to ask you about that, because you said that he was saying that he wanted to give you some of that yarn, and I was wondering if you ever got it before you moved away.
Yeah, I've got a trash bag or two of yarn in there. And then my friend, because I wasn't at market last Wednesday, and my friend who is the market manager there, she went ahead and took the yarn for me. And so she said that she's got one or two trash bags of yarn there right now. So I have a bad habit of when people give me yarn, because it's like sometimes it's yarn that I normally couldn't afford, like cotton or like wool or something, and sometimes it's like, oh, this is old yarn that's like discontinued, and so I'm like, I can't use it until I find the exact perfect project. And so I'm trying to learn to be less precious with it, because I have all of this yarn here. I need to just use it.
I have some brown sheep pure wool sitting in my cabinet that I was with the girl when she bought it, because she was a fashion design student, and one of her classes as part of her major was she had to take a knitting class. And so I went with her because she knew I was a knitter. So I went with her to help her, pick out the yarn or whatever. And then when she finished it, she bought way more yarn than she needed. And then when she finished the class, she still had all this yarn left, and she gave it to me. And I still have at least 3 skeins of that yarn sitting in there, because I don't use wool. And it's not even superwash wool. It's like pure wool that if you put it in the washer and dryer, it would shrink. So I need to I've been holding on to it, because I'm like, well, if I find a project where I want to felt something, because I have made a felted bag before, I still have it in one of these closets. So
couldn't you make what do they call, like soap savers, where you put the soap in it and it foams, the soap foams up through the wool, and it like shrinks with the soap, so you still have so you don't have like little bits of soap sitting around?
I could do that. I could. I haven't, but I could. There's so many things I could do with it, but it's like 3 different skeins, it's 3 different colors. The colors don't really go together in my mind. So it's not like 3 skeins of the same color where I could think, oh, well, I can make a bag or something like that. So all right, so are we done with our yarny things?
I think so. I just want to touch up on market stuff. So today I've got the Weaverville Tailgate Market. This Saturday I've got it's the Fay Nectar Mayfair festival. So, and it's their like touring season, and so it's supposed to be like real busy. So we'll see how well I do this Saturday.
You have a good inventory, and you also do henna while you're at Fay Nectar, right?
Yeah, henna and face paint. Yeah.
Okay, good.
I've got
somebody with you to help.
Yeah, Wayne is coming, and our roommate might also be coming with us. If we can make room in the car, we're gonna have to remember how we had to like pack up the car to fit you and Chloe in the car.
Yeah,
we might be playing some car Tetris again. But that, and then this past Sunday was not Sunday. This past Saturday was the girl that came. There was a lady who came into party store that I work at, and I offered to blow up her daughter a free balloon because kids get free balloons when they come to the store. And so she was like looking for where the balloons were, and I'm like, warmer, warmer, colder, warmer, like trying to get her to figure out where it was. So I was a second away from the register. And so we eventually got her balloon, and her mom was like, you are so good with kids. And I was like, yeah, I try to be. I have a like face paint business, so I do a lot of like kids parties and stuff, and I was going to be an elementary school teacher. So and she's like, oh my goodness, you have a face paint business? Are you available this Saturday? I'm like, I might be, because I know that one of my festivals got canceled, or one of my markets got canceled, so maybe. And so I gave her my business card, and the girl, and she's like, oh my goodness, your middle name is Artemis, which it's not, but it's easier to tell people that than to explain like it's a name that I've chosen for myself and all this stuff. And so, okay, you be disappointed over there. And she's like, oh my goodness, her name is Artemis. Her daughter's name is Artemis. And so we, the fates aligned and everything worked out. So I went and did their party. It wasn't even too far away from my house or anything. So I went and did their party. There were a bunch of kids, and it went like so smoothly. And then the moms got henna afterwards, and I ended up staying an extra like hour. And they like offered to pay me for, the mom was like, let me pay you. And I was like, I mean, if you really want to, it's okay. I plan for extra time, because usually people don't plan well enough for how many kids are at their party. Like how many people are at their party. They're like, oh, you can get this done in like 2 hours. You can get this done in 1 hour. And then it usually ends up taking longer. And like, not even saying that I'm slow, because I'm a festival artist. So I have to do things quickly to make sure that people can get in my seat and get out. And even some of the moms commented on that. They're like, oh, we were just at like 2 other parties, and the face painters were so much slower than you are. You're going really fast, and it's not bad work or anything. So it's so I always plan to be there for extra time, just in case. And so she's like, let me pay for the extra hour. And so we're still working that out, because there was a payment issue because I sent them an invoice with the Square, and they got the Square and they paid it. They showed me their bank statement, they paid it, but they have an American Express card, and it's apparently a known thing, because I looked it up. It's apparently a known thing where American Express will like put a pending transaction for Square invoices, and it takes a while. So we just checked on Monday, and it still says that it's pending. So we are waiting. We're waiting till the end of the week to see if we can get it to go through. If not, then we're gonna cancel the whole thing and do it all through PayPal or whatever. But she offered to pay me for the extra hour, but I stayed over, and several of the moms tipped me, and also the grandmas tipped me very well. Like one of the grandmas tipped me. Yeah, one of the grandmas tipped me like $30. The other grandma tipped me like $50.
Oh wow.
Yes. So I said that in the message. I was like, if you still want to pay me for that extra hour, I am not going to say no, but I just want you to be aware that several of the parents tipped me, and it was enough to cover for that last hour. So you don't have to. So we're still waiting for the invoice to go through before we decide if she wants to pay me for the last hour or whatever. But so that party went very, very well.
It sounds like it.
Yes. So hopefully they will hire me back. I've got another party coming up next month for Sayla.
It sounds like if there was a lot of different mothers there, that was a good networking opportunity.
Yes, I gave out 2 business cards. They were the only 2 business cards I had left. Oh, I need to order more business cards. I'm glad that we talked about this, because I fully forgot. I need to order more business cards. But yeah, multiple of the mothers got cards. I think a couple got cards for like their own kids' birthdays, and then one of them is like they work at a place that does events, and so they want to get a face painter for events and stuff, which is always fun.
That sounds good.
Yeah, so it went very well. So that is how my market stuff is going.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, I'm just exhausted trying to build up stock for this weekend.
So we into some life updates?
Sure.
We got about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So last week, for 3 nights in a row, I would lay down, go to sleep, woke up an hour after I went to sleep with the whole right side of my face just like pain. Okay, took ibuprofen. About an hour, the ibuprofen took about an hour to kick in. Wake up the next day, everything's fine and wonderful. Happens again the next night. This happens 3 days in a row. Saturday, so it happened Friday night. Then I wake up Saturday, and about 2 hours after I woke up, the pain came back. That wasn't happening. Usually it was just pain at night, fine during the day. Pain came back during the day. I'm like, this is a pain I would associate with a toothache, except I don't have any teeth back here. These teeth were all pulled. So there's no tooth to have a toothache. So, because I usually associate that with pain in the lower part of my mouth, right? So I was like, well, I should probably go. I looked up on, Dr. Google, and they said if you have ear pain for 3 days and you haven't been swimming and you haven't been, head underwater or nothing like that, and you're an adult, not a baby, you probably need to go see a doctor. So they can give you some, because usually earaches go away on their own, and so they don't give you antibiotics right away. But if you've gone for 3 days or more, and you still have an earache, you probably need to go see a doctor. So I had to suck it up and do some adulting. And since I don't have a primary care physician, I went to Minute Clinic on Sunday. So I spent my Mother's Day morning.
That's why you were at CVS.
That's why I was at CVS. So I spent my Mother's Day morning at Minute Clinic, which it was very nice.
Was it? I've never been to the Minute Clinic. I was thinking about trying them next time I need to go.
It was very nice. And the crazy thing is when I got the face sheet, because I do medical coding, that's my job. And I got the face sheet and I see them listing me as established patient, and I'm like, that's the wrong code. This is my first time ever being here. That is the wrong code. And I'm racking my brain, and I'm like, I don't really care because it's hurting you, because if you charge established,
then you're not getting your new patient fee.
You get less money. You're not getting new patient money. So I don't care, but this is the wrong code, and I'm racking my brain. And then I went online to look at because you register your account online so you can see the details of your visit, because I wanted to see what they had written down as my blood pressure. And then they showed that I had 2 visits. And I'm like, what are you talking about, 2 visits? I went and looked at the second visit, and it's like 2021. What are you talking about? I had to think. And then I finally remembered we went before they used to give you those free COVID kits. You had to go to a CVS or somewhere and get a COVID test if you didn't have a doctor to go to. And so we had went to the drive-through at that CVS, and they came out to the car and the swabby thing.
I was thinking you got your vaccine there, because that's where I got my vaccine.
No, I got my vaccine. I got my vaccine at Sam's Club, but which, by the way, I probably need to get another vaccine. I have never had another vaccine since that first one. But yes, it was. So this was my first time inside that CVS, because I've only gone to the drive-through, and I went in, and it's very clean and nice.
Yeah, CVS is usually pretty nice.
They don't even have like a receptionist. They've got like a computer kiosk where you type all your stuff in and all this other stuff. It was very nice. And the only thing is, I'm thinking, oh, it's a Sunday, it's Mother's Day. Your father said, yeah, I'll go ahead and take you, because I was going to take a Lyft. He said, no, I'll go ahead and take you before I go to work. Did you make an appointment? And I was like, oh no, they said they take walk-ins. So if we're there as soon as they start at 9:00, it should be fine. Stupid me.
Line of people.
Apparently everybody brings their kids up there on Sunday so they don't have to miss school.
Ooh, I didn't think about that.
So kids with earaches and runny noses and whatever else, and need a sports physical and all of that's what the girl said, because they have like a physician's aide or whatever who does your blood pressure and all that other stuff, and then you go over to the nurse practitioner who does the actual visit. And that's what the lady who was doing my blood pressure said, before, because I was just looking for somebody to talk to, because I wanted to be a walk-in, and the kiosk didn't have any option for being a walk-in. And she said, she said, first thing in the morning is always booked here. So your best bet is to just go through the thing, take the first appointment that shows. And if somebody doesn't show up, we'll just work you in early. And that's what ended up happening.
Okay.
I took an 11 o'clock appointment, but they ended up seeing me like at 10:15. So I was out of there by the time that my appointment started. But it was the nurse practitioner lady was very nice. They handle a lot more stuff there than you would think, because it's a whole other than it not being partitioned off, like you got the aisles for the cough medicine and all the other
tampons and stuff.
And then you just walk into this open space, and then there's the pharmacy, and then there's the clinic. There's not like a separate really partition, but so the waiting area is just open, but they do have exam rooms. They are full on. They're not little tiny cubicles or anything. They are full on, close the door exam rooms that if you had to, you could get full on naked up in there. If that was what if that's what your visit required, you know what I'm saying? They can do full visits, not just check. Because when I was thinking minute clinic, I was thinking back in the day, you could go to the pharmacy and they'd have that little chair. They'd have that little chair next to the pharmacy where you could have your blood pressure done.
I got room service.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wolf it down quick because you got to go take him to work, don't you?
I know. Yeah. We've got a little leeway time. I was just saying that we need 11 o'clock out, because I know that we usually go over our time anyway. So,
but you eat and I'll talk.
Yes,
eat. But so I was thinking, my thought when I thought minute clinic, because like I said, I hadn't been inside of CVS in forever. So I was thinking, the little blood pressure chair that they used to have next to the pharmacy that's just all sitting out in the open and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I figure they're not doing, real exams there. But no, they've got
if you look at their website, they've got like a list of stuff that they do.
And they've got 2 full exam rooms, just like the doctor's office, other than it like, the waiting room just being open to the store. But other than that, it was pretty. So I would go bottom line, and they're less expensive than going to urgent care.
Yes.
So bottom line, if I had some other minor, sore throat or something like that, I wouldn't hesitate to go. And they're there 7 days a week. So I wouldn't hesitate to go online and make an appointment and go there again, because the experience worked out well. So yes, I had an ear infection. She looked at both ears, and my throat and my nose and my ear were all red. So from what she said, I had a little bit of runny nose, but not much. Because she said, "Did you have congestion?" No. I had a little bit of a runny nose, but not much. But apparently I'm having drainage going down my throat, and it's making it red, and it's making the ear hurt. And so I got some amoxicillin.
Are you doing better?
How did you know I left my house to go to CVS? Did I say something about that yesterday?
Did you post it on Discord? Or did you say it yesterday?
I think I might have said, because we were talking about, I was trying hard not to take over game night with Crochet Talk, but Ronald kept bringing up stuff about yarn. So yeah, I mentioned it during the stream yesterday. But yeah, so I did that, and then yesterday I had to go to the dentist to have my crown and my filling. So I had a filling in this top backmost tooth here, and then I got a crown over here. It feels kind of strange because I'm so used to, because this tooth back here had a little hole in it, and I would always kind of run my tongue across it
to clear the food out,
to try to make sure there was no food getting stuck in there, because I can't really reach a floss or anything back there. So I kind of run my tooth, and so it's become a habit just to run my tooth back there, my tongue back there. And now when I do it, there's nothing but this smooth, because they filled it all in, so it's just smooth like smooth like glass.
Ooh.
And same thing with this crown over here, smooth like glass. But when I opened my mouth, she matched the color perfectly. So it matches the same color as all my other teeth. So you can't tell, but it feels very smooth. But now this other tooth on the bottom, I started having pain in my tooth on the bottom about a week ago. And I knew I was coming in yesterday, so I didn't make a separate appointment. I just thought I'd mention it to them. So they went ahead and did the teeth, the crowns like normal, because these had already been put off, because the last time I was supposed to come in for a crown, I started getting mouth pain right before I came in. And then I ended up having to have a root canal because I had an infection. So here I am again, pain in my mouth again. And they took a look and they said, well, it's fine. I had my tooth broke off, a piece got stuck in there and was digging into my gums. So did they pull that piece out? So they pulled that piece out. So I have less pain here, but it still hurts because there's still 2 broken spots on that tooth, and that tooth is leaning up against the other tooth. Ooh. So this tooth was supposed to get a crown, but because from the last time, but I ended up having to get a root canal up here because of an infection. And so then they went ahead and did a crown on this one that had the root canal. So this one is still sitting here needing a crown. And she said, this one's just going to keep breaking, but you've already used up your entire insurance benefit for the year. So it's up to you. Because my insurance benefit is on for dental insurance is only $1,000 for the year, and I between root canal and cleanings and stuff, I've used that all. It's only May, and I know, but I mean it's my fault. Well, it's my fault because we live in a country where dental insurance is practically non-existent, and even
which is not our fault.
Yeah. But I mean, some people would go into debt anyway to try to get their teeth taken care of. Because your father has decent teeth, because your grandmother, worked her fingers to the bone to make sure they went to the dentist. My parents took me to the dentist once, realized how much it was going to cost for me to get braces on these teeth, and I never saw a dentist again. So I never got into the habit of going to a dentist. So then I only go to a dentist when my teeth hurt. So by the time you go to the dentist when your teeth hurt, that means
they got to do a whole bunch of stuff.
It's going to cost a whole lot more. So my teeth are a hot mess because I don't go to, I'm just now going to the dentist all these years, and I'm darn near 60. So yeah, it costs a lot. I got care credit. I qualified for care credit. So that paid for what I had done yesterday. Yeah. And I have about $200 left on the care credit. Because I applied for $2,000 because I knew that's what this visit was going to be. And they approved me for $2,200. The visit turned out to be $1,900. So I've got a little over 200 left. Yeah. So and the dentist told me, you can pay $1,000 and get a crown on this one, or you can pay about $250 and get this one pulled. But see, that's what I had to do back here. Was get them pulled. That's why there are this is the last tooth I have here. Right here is the last tooth I have. There should be about 3 more teeth back here. No more. So back here, if I took that tooth out, then I'm going to have, this is going to be the last tooth here. So my chances of eating steak are going to be gone forever. Let's put it that way. Not the steak. Because when I saw the other dentist for the root canal, because Mrs. Dr. Blow is my regular dentist, but Mr. Dr. Blow does the specialty things, does the implants and the veneers and the the root canals.
Mm-hmm.
So Mr. Dr. Blow was asking me if I wanted implants because he saw that I had no teeth back here. And he looked and I bit down and he was like, nah, you can't get anything over here because it's been so long since these were pulled, these up top have kind of shrunk down. Slid down to compensate. Mm-hmm. And so when I bite down, these teeth are practically down to where these gums are down on the bottom. So there's no room to put a tooth there. So I'm guessing that means that I can't get like a bridge or dentures there either. Ooh. So I'm just stuck here.
I mean, there's going to be something they can do.
So I really don't want to get another tooth pulled over here. Mm-hmm. And then have it slide down. Your Instagram is gone.
Oh, I didn't even see the notification.
Have it slide down and then can't get anything on this side either. Because I was hoping eventually after we took care of like the cavities and that sort of thing, that I could get some sort of bridge, for the places where there's holes.
Yeah.
Some sort of implant or bridge or something so that I can chew. Mm-hmm. But I guess I'm going to be living on shakes for the rest of my life.
You better take your $250 and see if the Minute Clinic got a dentist.
You're so funny.
The Minute Dentist.
You're so funny. Well, have you finished eating your food? Because it's 11:02, ma'am.
This is my last stick. I wanted to, while we've got like just another second while I'm chewing this food, I wanted to show you. I watched this video and I had, this is just like future, like crochet plans. But I saw, I hate watching YouTube tutorials for crocheting, but I saw one that looked super cool that I might try. Let me see if I can, here it is. If I can get through these ads. Wait, skip the ad. Okay, hang on. So we are muting this. And
while you're pulling that up, we have so much stuff to talk about. I was going to tell Ronald about Traders today because he doesn't know about that show. We were going to talk about The Circle until you said you had a hard out at 11 o'clock. I had plans for things to talk about, but go ahead.
Ronald doesn't know about Traders.
I'm surprised too because he likes reality shows, but
yeah, even I know about Traders. Okay.
Huge.
So, right? So I sat and watched this whole video. So I'm putting this on 2 times speed. I don't even care if we're not listening to her.
You're so weird.
This on 2 times speed. So she explains that you can connect them as your, oh no. Ooh, my computer does not want to do this. But she explains that you can crochet the flowers, and the petals are just a puff stitch, but you can crochet the flowers and connect them as you're making them. And so I was thinking I could make some of these flowers. Okay, I'm gonna stop sharing because it's like breaking my whole computer. We're gonna get out of here. Stop screen. There we go. Sorry, it's trying to break my whole computer. But she showed that you can connect them as you're making them. And I was like, yes, wouldn't it be so cute if I made a bandana of flowers and it was all the connected flowers in a bandana? Wouldn't that be so cute? That bandana would be so much more than my other bandanas because I charge like $10 for my bandanas right now. So that bandana would be like $15 or $20 because it would take so long. But it would be so cute. I was also thinking about making my headbands that way from now on because I kind of like it. Yeah, I kind of like the way that I'm making my headbands now, but I don't like that you can like see the chain behind because the ones I make now, the center of it is open. It's like an open loop and you can kind of see the chain through, which like is not bad, but it's not my favorite. And so it's a closed thing and it's connected at the tips of the flowers. So I might try to make some headbands that way. Also, she was making like a blanket or something out of that.
Yeah,
I've
seen that. I've seen that technique before with the puff things, and usually you make a blanket out of it.
See, I was thinking because I've got like one of my storage containers, the whole top shelf is just scrap yarn. So I was thinking I could just start like making flowers out of all of my scrap yarn and connect it and make a big scrappy flower blanket. It would be cute. But yeah, I just wanted to show that because I was like, this as a bandana would be so cute.
See, those are the kind of things that grab me and distract me from what I'm doing right now. Because when I see a scrap, any kind of project that would lend itself to scraps, like that 6-day star blanket or whatever, I'm like, I could use up all this yarn that I have no use for. Because I have all this yarn, you know, I have at least 2 of these 18-gallon buckets of yarn that I have that was just like given to me. I don't know what to do with it. It's in colors that I would never use. Like I have more orange than I know what to do with. And how do I keep ending up with orange? The last time I purposely made something with orange was when I made you guys pumpkin hats. And I think you were in middle school.
That's what I was thinking about. That was so long ago. I was thinking about making pumpkin hats this year for Halloween.
That was like so long ago. Why do I still have at least 2 super saver jumbo size skeins of orange? I know I didn't buy that much orange. How did it come into my possession?
I just bought the orange a little while ago. It's got orange in it. Isn't this so cute though?
That is cute.
This is super soft. It's like it was like Colorama something bamboo. So it's like 20% bamboo, something percent polyester, something percent cotton.
Oh, that sounds fun.
That's very soft.
So yeah, one of these days when I'm not in the middle of trying to make something else, because I'm still halfway have in my head that I'm going to stop working on this and make a top, a black and white top for the cruise.
I don't know how. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for the cruise. Oh my goodness. I keep forgetting that we need to do that.
Really, we've got about 3 months, and I really want to make. I mean, realistically, if we want to get it done and not be stressing, we have about 3 months, and I want to wear my black dress and have some sort of white top to go over it. So I feel like I want to make something, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
I'm trying to decide if I want to try to make a dress or not, because I've been wanting to make myself a dress anyway, because that would be fun to wear at like markets and stuff, and I'd have something that like I made that I can wear. I just can't think of any of the dress patterns that I've been looking at that would look good in black and white, unless I like double stranded something, which who wants to do that?
No, I want to use one of these yarns that is like black, white, and gray. It's either like an ombre or something, so that I don't have to change colors or anything, and just make the top or a shawl or something like that. That's the loose, vague plan in my head.
Speaking of which, I got some new chicken yarn yesterday. I had to restock at Joann's. I went to Auntie Joann's yesterday and had to restock. And this is different than the chicken that I normally use.
That would make a good chicken.
Right? So I'm going to be working on chicken bodies today. I have started like 3 chicken bodies, and then I've got like a sticky note of stuff that I'm trying to have done by this Saturday. There's no way I'm going to have all of these things done. But this is one that I've already done, so I've marked it out. But
at least you've made yourself a list.
Yes. Because I realized I kept thinking like, what are all of the things that I know how to make? Because I sort of have a list, but I've been kind of going with the flow and just like, oh, well, I've already got some stuff, so I'll just make this new thing. And like, oh, well, I'm out of this thing, so let me make some bees. And like, but now that I'm like basically out of everything, I had to sit there and think like, what are all of the things that I have made that sell? So I sat down and made a list.
Yeah. Okay, so you're gonna close this out?
We gotta get out of here.
Since you need to get out of here, and I guess I should do some work today. Next week, we will talk about all of our trashy reality shows and things. That should be top of the list after our yarny stuff. Is
Yes,
all
we will
about
talk
trashy
about
reality stuff.
the trashy reality shows, and I'm still trying to figure out which old show I want to rewatch. I'm kind of leaning towards Buffy, but also I kind of want to watch Charmed, so I'm not sure which of those two I want to start first.
But you never watched either one of those, have you?
I haven't. No, I haven't. I have not.
And you still haven't watched my thing
that you sent me? No, that's good. I'm gonna watch that first. So
Okay.
hopefully I'll do that. Hopefully I'll do that today. I was like panicking yesterday. I was like, oh, I still haven't watched the thing. And then I was like, oh, we've got an early out time. We won't be able to talk about it anyway.
So you need to watch it. And I'm expecting some crazy tweets from you. Not tweets. Oh God, where did tweets come from?
Yeah, I have never sent you a message on Twitter in my life.
Seriously, and I quit Twitter when Elon bought it. So I deleted my account.
But yeah, I will be sending you frequent messages or caught up on Doctor Who. Do we even have HBO Max anymore? We may have canceled our Max subscription. I have to go back.
Yeah, you did cancel your Max because I haven't been watching Max.
Okay, yeah. So once we get more money, then we will. So maybe after this weekend, if this weekend goes well, then we'll get Max back. But we don't have Max right now, unless my mother still has Disney and can lend me her and Disney. We do need to be.
You already have my Disney, ma'am.
Oh, I thought you canceled it.
No, I didn't cancel. Even though we get Disney now as part of our cable subscription, which my husband refuses to get rid of. So I should cancel my Disney, but you use Disney, and I think your sister uses Disney. So I can't bring myself to get rid of Disney when y'all are still using it. So
then I can watch Doctor Who because we've got Disney. And Beat Saber does need to happen. Ronald, what are your Sundays like? Actually, we will have this conversation in the Discord, but I was just thinking about that because Ari and I played Beat Saber this past Sunday, and I was like, we should figure out a way to invite Ronald because I saw it in the Discord. But we got to go. I've been Artemis. This has been Dani. We have been your background sound for today. If you like this video, hit a like. If you want to keep up with all of our other videos, hit a subscribe. If you want to know when we're doing stuff, hit the notification bell. If you have an opinion on whether I watch Buffy or Charmed first, maybe put that in a comment so I can go look at the comments later and say, oh my goodness, the Lord says that I need to watch. Everybody in the world says that I need to watch Buffy. So yeah, put it in a comment or any show, any older show. That way, if I talk about it, then you guys can.
Oh, you mean we can get you to watch a policewoman drama from 1957?
I don't know. Is it funny?
No, it's not funny.
See, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that.
Okay.
If you want me to watch the policewoman drama from 1940, put that in the chat. 1957. 19 before I was born. Put that in the comments. Anyway, we're out of here. Bye.
Bye. Peace.